Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on last year's national champions, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Nittany Lions have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Quick handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. They're coming off a national championship win last year, but you got to think this group of seniors isn't satisfied with stopping there.
No, they have tremendous leadership, and this coaching staff, too. That was the one priority in the offseason. Fighting complacency, staying hungry to try and chase another title, David.
And it's hard to do, but you got new pieces and new places and new faces, which is awesome. So it's a lot of guys that haven't won that championship that want to fight for it, that are hungry, and now you mix them with some guys that have also won. It's a good recipe.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the right. Can't make the grab on 3rd down, and that is a rare drop for this guy.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
And the Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Now on the return. Makes a move. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Wilcox. Flips it out on the screen. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves him in 2nd and manageable. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early. We're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't...
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
That defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cavs. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And the free safety roaming in the middle of the field, you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Peters. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
Well, that means your system and your culture is working. Because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really...
Lets it fly. Pulls it in down the middle. And they'll bring him down after the long completion. An explosive pass play for this offense.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw. It's Wilcox. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Quick release by the QB. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy in front.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Here's the pressure. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Takes the easy completion. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. The Canes will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and short kick. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
To the air, it's Wilcox. Dances away to buy time. He turns it loose to the left. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
And these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they don't...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Wants to throw on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the back. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quickly complete. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. To throw, it's Wilcox. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. There he goes. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
That is a total bust by the defense. You can't go out there with 6 DBs and allow a wide receiver to be that wide open, make the catch, and then even make a nice run after it. Somebody made a big mistake in the back end.
Big guy smells it. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And right down the middle. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. escape route. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. The offense will take advantage of the penalty. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. They'll go right back to him. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Got his man downfield. Off to the races to the right. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Quarterback keeper. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Miami!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Peters. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Four wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Quick completion to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Wilcox. Fires to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Caught near the sticks. It's Robbins. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Hauls it in. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. He'll try to pop the draw. Makes it past the marker. At the 20, he's got space. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
This offensive line takes a lot of pride. They're very good at communicating, and they love pushing fronts around. You're seeing it on that last play, breaking off a long run, doing it early in the season in the opening game. That sets the tone for this offense.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Looking downfield, it's Wilcox. Line out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point is good. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it. Looking for a deep man. He's got it down the left. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Buying some time. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Wants to throw again. Got his man. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, first and goal.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big time.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane!
Well, it's always nice to get the first one out of the way. That's the first passing touchdown for the season in this offense, and they've got a lot of playmakers. Their quarterback is accurate, makes good decisions. You saw it on that play. That's the first, and it certainly won't be the last.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Washington went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskies always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. He's up to 55 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. And the Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Looks it in at the 40. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Timeout, Penn State.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Hurricanes will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Secures it at the 30. Slips through the line. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. And you want to talk about game tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He wants to go deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Hurricanes decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the returner will be dragged down. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Wilcox. Throwing right. He makes a catch. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And that's what we players call a 7 route. That receiver ran it beautifully.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Penn State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw on 1st down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He fires one deep down the right side. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Takes it the other way. He's at touchdown, Nittany Lions. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
35, Miami, 21.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Canes will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Peters. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs and help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
Looking to throw, it's Wilcox. Catch in the middle, it's Robbins. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Bring in the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Corrals it at the 45. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Wants to go up top on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Oh, he wants it all. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. The quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Wants to throw on first down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna sling it on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Wow, the quarterback got away with one there. He's lucky that defender dropped that pass, because if he picks it, he might have taken that one to the house.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Takes the handoff. It's Robbins. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Scanning the field, it's Wilcox. Plucks it out of the air. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Field goal is not really unreasonable in terms of range, but they'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Penn State!
One of of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. That Miami offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on first down. Complete to the left. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Pressure coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Gonna run it. It's Maddox. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air. It's Wilcox. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
The Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He rifles one deep down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive. He's not able to come up with it.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
He'll try it again.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Wilcox. The short hands, it's Robbins. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the sticks.
Got a little space. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
23 on the play. First and goal, Penn State.
Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through three quarters for these two guys.
42, Miami, 21.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. With the run on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Babers. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. And the Canes headed quickly to the line. He might want another play. To the air on first down. Finds his big tight end.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
And the Hurricanes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll take it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got it on the run. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
6-yard line. Coming up, 4th down.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kane.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Peters. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The toss to the right. Running to Green. Oh, he's got some space. That gives him 100 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's Wilcox. Unloads to the wideout. He's got him this time. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Makes the grab.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Fires left. Makes the grab. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage,
Breaks into the open. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the 1st down marker.
and that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point in game one, going exactly how they scripted it.
28.
Coming out with it, it's Babers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Blasted as he lets it go. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Here comes the heat. Got it behind the line. It's Albright. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail. Now you've set the other team up for almost automatic points.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
He'll bring it out. It's Babers. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. He wants a big play here late. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. This time he's got it. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking a deep shot. Brings it down on the right side. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. This time it's complete. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Flushed out of the pocket. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous part. A late touchdown. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
Moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. They can stop the clock a couple more times, and they need to get it back fast, down 2 possessions as the clock keeps winding down.